Next on UMass Sports Insider, there's a new football sheriff in town. We'll introduce you to the new man in charge of the Minutemen on the gridiron, and we'll look back at Thursday's press conference in Foxborough. Also, we have all the highlights from the UMass teams in action this week, including a big hoops win in the Carolinas. Excited to usher in a new era. UMass Sports Insider right now.
Now, this is the UMass Sports Insider, brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Thursday at Gillette Stadium, Charley Molnar was introduced as the new head football coach at UMass. The former Notre Dame offensive coordinator will be the man at the helm as the Minutemen make the move to the Bowl subdivision next season. Hello and welcome to a special edition of UMass Sports Insider from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where a very big announcement was made regarding the future of the UMass football program on Thursday. Coming up in our show, we've got basketball and hockey highlights and features, but let's start with the big news from the gridiron, where after an extensive national search, UMass Athletic Director John McCutcheon has found his man to lead the Minutemen into the Football Bowl subdivision. A former Notre Dame assistant with almost 30 years of coaching experience. Let's take a look back at the announcement.
I'm going to turn it over to the head coach of the UMass Minutemen, Charley Molnar.
The day that I read in the paper that UMass was going to move up into the Mid-American Conference, that was the day that I set my sights on UMass football. So I just waited, bided my time. I did the job that I had to the best of my ability. And when I heard that UMass football was making a change at the top in their leadership, that's when I knew it was time to strike. So I kind of made some phone calls, and I found out is UMass truly committed to making that move. And then I think some people that I know thought that I would be a good fit, and then proceeded to communicate with the athletic director and got us connected.
You definitely got a sense that he has a vision, that he viewed this as the opportunity of a lifetime to, as he said, put his fingerprints on something and build a program that he can take personal pride in.
We're going public. We're a stock. It's new. Buy in today because the price is going to skyrocket. This place is going to the top. And you guys can jump in right now as the initial stockholders in this, but we are going to go to the top, and I'm asking you to join me, all the people of New England, not just Massachusetts.
We congratulate our new UMass Amherst football coach, Charley Molnar. We are excited about your coming to UMass, and the board is poised to support you and help you be successful, even if we have to suit up and play a few games.
When a young man comes into Gillette Stadium and you say this is going to be your home for the next 4 years to play football games, that's got to be exciting to him. As a coach coming in and knowing that Gillette Stadium is going to be our home stadium is extremely exciting to me. And then, of course, as a fan, when you come into this venue, you know that UMass football has made a commitment to be a big-time football program.
Charley emerged, he contacted us first, so that also sent a signal about his desire. But he was not one of our initial group, but as we move forward, the more we got to know about Charley, the more momentum it got and more interested we got.
I thought that this would be something that I could really grasp and take hold of and run with. I just felt like my experiences in the Mid-American Conference and at 1AA football and also at BCS football would be invaluable to a school like Massachusetts as they're making the transition.
Great guy, great coach, unbelievable energy, understands the X's and O's and knows how to use them effectively, knows how to build a strong team, lots of East Coast experience, lots of MAC experience, lots of recruiting experience in the areas where we need it. A winner at every step of his career, and a winner they expect to continue to show those winning characteristics moving forward.
I look at UMass football as being New England's football team. There's no reason why we cannot be the #1 Division I football team in New England. That's our goal, and we're going to get there.
As you can see, it was a very exciting day here at Gillette on Thursday, so you may be wondering just who is Charley Molnar. Cody Crushell fills us in.
Charley Molnar brings 28 years of coaching experience to Amherst. The past 2 spent as offensive coordinator at Notre Dame after following Irish head coach Brian Kelly from Cincinnati to South Bend. Spending his entire career on the offensive side of the ball, Molnar has a proven track record of developing both quarterbacks and receivers. In 3 seasons at Cincinnati, he helped the Bearcats win back-to-back Big East titles, including a 12-0 finish and a trip to the Sugar Bowl in 2009. At Cincinnati, he tutored the receivers, and wideout Marty Gilliard became just the 2nd player in program history to earn All-America honors. In 2006, Molnar helped Central Michigan to its first 10-win season in 27 years, mentoring then freshman quarterback Dan Lefevre to the best season by any signal caller in Chippewa's history. No stranger to the Mid-American Conference, Molnar has spent time at 4 MAC schools: Kent State and Eastern, Western, and Central Michigan. Off the field, the 50-year-old is a father of 8, and the New Jersey native and Lock Haven alum has seen the teams he's coached advance to bowl games in 6 straight seasons. UMass will mark Molnar's 13th different coaching stop, his first as a head coach.
Thank you, Cody. As you can imagine, reaction to the announcement of the new football coach came in fast and furious. Ezra Broder has a look.
The excitement was obvious on Thursday among UMass alumni. Charley Molnar is definitely the right guy to lead the football program.
Coach Molnar will be an outstanding choice. Comes with a vast experience and high energy, and I think he's ready to take UMass to the next level of Division I football.
This places us on the stage that we always belonged in terms of football, because this state deserves a major state university program. Now we're going to be the best in New England, not just in Massachusetts. And I know that through the leadership, this coach is one of the most exciting men I've ever heard in my life. And I can just see our young men, currently and future players, wanting to be a part of his program.
I remember when I was a student at UMass in the mid-90s, they talked about possibly moving up a level, and it was something they really wanted to do. To sort of see it finally happen, you know that a lot of hard work had been put into that over, decade of time here. So as an alum, it's exciting to see it happen. You hope for the best. You know you'll probably take some lumps in the early going, but you have to take that long-range view.
One former Minuteman player likes the move. New England Patriots safety James Ahedipo says he likes UMass's move to the top level of college football.
It's awesome that they're making this jump. It's kind of a testament to the guys that have played and coached at UMass beforehand, and the hard work that they put in to put the university in this position. I think it's excellent for the program. It's excellent for the community, and excellent for UMass.
And normally on the other side of the camera, ESPNBoston.com's Mike Reese says, as a UMass alum, he's stoked.
Making this big jump, in football, you want to go to someone that has exposure to the highest level, and you think Notre Dame, that name certainly does resonate a little bit, so that would be the first reaction to hire their offensive coordinator. Seems like a good beginning point for UMass in making this jump.
Other people who helped recruit Molnar to Amherst say the university is hitting a home run.
This was a job he really coveted and he really wanted, and I think it's going to be proved to be the perfect choice. When you get somebody who wants to be at someplace that bad, it really makes a big difference.
He's got great integrity. He's a family guy, and he's someone that'll fit in great with the UMass community, and also someone who will make sure that he gets success on the field. You just hear it, you believe in it, and you need people like that leading your program to make sure you have success.
For UMass Sports Insider, I'm Ezra Broder.
In the coming weeks on our show, we'll have all the coverage as Charley Molnar makes his transition to UMass, so please keep continuing to tune in as we look at the new era of UMass football. It's time for us now to step aside for the first time. When we come back, we turn our attention to some current sports in action, including some exciting highlights from UMass basketball on the road on Tuesday. Keep it right here.
A superstar, super big, and let's not forget super tasty. Yeah, I'm proud to share my table with another New England legend, Superbird, the biggest rotisserie chicken in the universe. And you'll only find it at Big Y. Crackling on the outside and juicy on the inside, it dominates those other rotisserie chickens. Celebrate its 10-year anniversary by letting Superbird tackle dinner for your family. Superbird, only at your neighborhood Big Y world-class market.
The UMass Amherst Alumni Association is over 225,000 alumni strong. Our vibrant community participates in professional development programs, alumni clubs, athletic and other events around the globe. Explore the traditions, resources, and opportunities that are your UMass Amherst Alumni Association. Get connected today.
You are UMass.
UMass takes on Quinnipiac Saturday night at the Mullins Center at 7. Take advantage of the Family 4-Pack Special.
.9 is a breakthrough. 6.9 is a physics lesson. 6.9 is the outer limits. 6.9 is an explosion. Uh-oh, he just got faster. 6.9 is ounces, and that makes this the lightest ever.
You're watching the UMass Sports Insider.
Welcome back inside the media room now at Gillette Stadium, where Thursday's press conference was held. We move away from that sport now, though, to look back at some highlights from a busy week for some UMass teams that are currently in action. We'll start with men's basketball, where the Minutemen went on the road and got a win against a Conference USA opponent on Tuesday night. Let's check out the highlights. It's UMass and East Carolina. Instant replay.
Williams to the middle of the lane. Nice dish for Sean Carter, who flushes it home. Assist to Chaz Williams. Dunked by Sean Carter. Ball bounce pass Steed. Blocked by Lillane. Patty Lillane pinned it on the glass and grabbed the rebound. Now Morgan up to Riley. Riley pass for Farrell. Farrell no look Lillane, and the layup is good off the glass. And UMass back up by 10. Riley up to Vincent. UMass by 11. Back to Riley. Riley for 3. Yes, sir! 3 threes off the bench by Freddie, freshman guard, and the pass stolen by Esho. Esho takes it himself, is fouled, and the shot is goaltended. Yeah. Count it, and one as Robert Sampson hit the ball off the backboard on the way down, behind the back dribble. Steps back, goes to Riley, only 3 to shoot. Riley into the lane, Riley pump fakes, puts it in, right as the shot clock buzzer was sounding, and Freddie's got 11 off the bench in the first half by Sampson, but Chaz Williams keeps it. Williams back to Riley, open look at a 3, yes sir! Freddie Riley with 14 first half points. He's now tied with Morrow for team high honors with 10. Minutemen get the ball though, Putney, and Putney for Farrell. Back to Putney, and Putney racing in for the dunk. Putney against the zone to the baseline. Lillane, one dribble. Lillane goes up softly and lays it in. Patty Lillane with 6 minutes to go.
There's some quickness right there from the freshman. That was a nice, solid move.
Gets it back to Putney, now Williams. Pump fake.
Nice
no look
pass.
past Vincent on the left baseline, and he lays it in. Terrell Vincent from Williams. He scored last time. Ball has it across midcourt, going to the basket again. Lost it on the way in. Steal by UMass. Putney back to Chaz. Chaz up to Putney. Putney grabbed and fouled. He'll get 2 shots with 20.4 seconds remaining.
Also this week, UMass Hockey hosted nationally ranked Yale at Mullins on Wednesday night and pulled off the victory. Going into their 3-week holiday break with some momentum, let's listen and see how it happened.
In fact, D'Angelo, after a 2-on-1 developing, D'Angelo shoots, and he scores! Peter D'Angelo down the right wing. He went into the Edwards heavily and awkwardly. Goes in front and shoots. Score! What a great individual effort by Brandon Graysell, and UMass takes a 2-1 lead. 35 seconds remaining. Minutemen get it to center. Siner left wing, shoots at the empty net and scores. TJ Siner, that's his 3rd goal into an empty net this year.
And the UMass women's basketball team traveled to Chestnut Hill to take on rival BC on Wednesday night. Let's go back to the highlights in the first half. It was Megan Zullo and Emily Tusher hitting some long-range shots. The Minute Women were hanging right in there with the Eagles and had a lead in the closing seconds of the first half. But how about this crazy bank shot for BC? Right as the first half buzzer was sounding, it gave the Eagles the lead at the break, and they would go on to get the win, 80-64, the final score. Let's go back to basketball now, where UMass has been getting some big efforts of late from their senior leader, Sean Carter, especially right at the beginning of games. To break down his early game performances, let's go into the film room with head coach Derek Kellogg. It's time for Coke Chalk Talk.
Here we are once again in the brain, and today's topic is going to be Sean Carter. Sean's done a fantastic job for us so far this year. Mainly on the defensive end of the floor. He's been great in the front of the press. He's been great in ball screen defense, post defense, but he's also given us a boost on the offensive end of the floor, scoring a variety of ways, whether it's lob passes, offensive rebound, on the front of the press with easy baskets. Sean's given us a big boost. You'll see here in our Boston College game, Sean's doing a nice job of working the baseline area. When guys are driving, he's looking to clean up their misses, or we're throwing the ball to the rim for him for lob dunks. He's been great for us also in transition on what we call cleanups, when our guards drive to the rim with Sean finishing. Here he is once again on the front of the press, being very active. Freddie with the steal to Sean for an easy one, emphatically bringing it home. One more time. This time Sean's active on the press, gets a quick deflection. Freddie Riley, lob pass over the top. Once again, you see Sean going above the rim and playing. We've done a good job this year of setting a lot of ball screens with Sean, making the big guy come from outside the paint. Sean's doing a nice job of setting them, sprinting to the rim, either cleaning up or hammering home. He's really finishing pretty strong this year. He's attacking the rim, playing big and physical in the paint. And one of the best things he's doing is he's sprinting into ball screens, he's freeing up our guards, and he's getting easy baskets around the rim. So one more scoring option for the Minutemen, and he's also doing a nice job in the post.
Thanks, Coach. As always, we hope you learned something. It's time for us to break. When we come back, we're going to check in with some UMass athletes who recently used their feet for a good cause. Stay tuned. UMass takes on Quinnipiac Saturday night at the Mullen Center at 7. Take advantage of the Family 4-Pack Special.
A superstar, super big, and let's not forget super tasty. Yeah, I'm proud to share my table with another New England legend, Superbird, the biggest rotisserie chicken in the universe. And you'll only find it at Big Y. Crackling on the outside and juicy on the inside, it dominates those other rotisserie chickens. Celebrate its 10-year anniversary by letting Superbird tackle dinner for your family. Superbird, only at your neighborhood Big Y world-class market.
UMass Amherst Alumni Association
provides resources for alumni
and students,
like campus to career programs, online tools,
scholarships and mentoring opportunities
that prepare students for life after graduation.
The Alumni Association sponsors student traditions
and athletic events.
Make connections at social,
professional,
and cultural alumni events
across the country.
UMass!
Hi, my name's CJ Kogel. I was the punter at University of Massachusetts from 2003 to 2007. Being back in Amherst has been great. I've walked through campus, just took the time to kind of reminisce on what happened here in my 4 years. It's just been fun to go through and see the dorms and see how campus is changing and all the new buildings and all the new players on the football field. So it's just nuts to bring back the memories of my year we went to the national championship game and just reminiscing on the team that we had and the maturity of it. It's fun to see the old guys. So it's just been a blast to really get back and just take a pause from real life and just come here and kind of just reminisce on what used to be. Since I left UMass, I was on a show called The Real World on MTV, and I branched off that and did a show called The Challenge, which was also on MTV, which opened a lot of doors for me. And what I do now is I have a company that's geared towards entertainment, but we like to highlight artists and people on reality TV, or just people who are in the limelight in a positive way instead of what usually happens, which is negative and for the drama. So I also part owner of a kicking camp company, teaching younger kids how to kick and then get football scouts, experience this so I can go back and kind of tell my kids about it.
Statistically, C.J. Kogel is the second best punter in UMass football history. He averaged over 41 yards per punt in his 4-year career, and then, of course, went on to fame and fortune in the reality TV show world. It's great to catch up with him here on this program. Well, a few weeks back, some UMass athletes went to Look Park in Northampton to participate in a walk for a very good cause. Cody Crushell looks back as UMass Catering presents Serving the Community.
It's a disease that affects thousands of Pioneer Valley residents, and for the second straight year, UMass student athletes and coaches did their part to help find a cure. Earlier this fall, the Minutemen and Minutewomen trekked to Look Park in Northampton for the American Diabetes Association's Step Out Walk.
I think it's great to make our team and a lot of people in the area aware that, one, we like to come out and be a part of the community that we live and work and play in, and secondly, for the ADA, the American Diabetes Association, to support them in all they do. It's nice for us to be a part of it, and what a great Sunday here at Look Park for our guys to get out and be with a lot of people who are here to support the cause.
Last time in place, here we go. Get them up, ready, get them up.
We help stretch the group, a quick UMass stretch workout. We also, half of the team walked and the other half manned a water station to make sure we're hydrated as we walk the course today. So it was, our guys did a nice job of making sure that they were a part of the ADA special day today.
Through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, dozens of members of the men's basketball, softball, and rowing teams took part in the event, which supports research and programs that help diabetics lead normal lives.
It's more than just basketball when it comes to, being a college athlete, It's more about meeting people, helping out, being responsible and being respectful to others. And, being out there today, I got to meet a lot of good people. And, it's just networking, and helping.
I think diabetes is, an important issue, a terrible disease that they haven't found a cure for yet. So it's really important. And also, a lot of people are affected by it, whether they have family members or friends of friends that are affected by diabetes. So it's important to get out here and walk.
For UMass Sports Insider, I'm Cody Crushell.
That was great to once again see all of our UMass athletes helping out in the community. That's a great thing to see. When we return, we'll see some of the sports that some of our players are good at, other than their own.
.9 is a breakthrough. 6.9 is a physics lesson. 6.9 is the outer limits. 6.9 is an explosion.
He just got faster.
6.9 is ounces, and that makes this the lightest ever.
UMass takes on Quinnipiac Saturday night at the Mullins Center at 7. Take advantage of the Family 4-Pack Special.
You're watching the UMass Sports Insider.
Welcome back from Gillette Stadium this week. It's time for our lighter side. I've always thought that if an athlete is good enough to excel at one sport, he or she is probably good enough to do it in multiple. So this week we asked some of the UMass athletes, other than your own, what's your best sport? Let's check it out. It's our weekly lighter side.
Another sport that really gets me, it's soccer. I like playing soccer outside, and I'm not incredibly good at it, but I enjoy it, and I'm good enough to yell at some people when they play bad, so I enjoy that too.
I think my best sport probably would be football, just because I have a little, bit of connective with that. Back when I was a child, I played a little bit of football, but that's about it.
Golf, yeah, definitely golf. Just love playing golf. I think it's fun to do. It's something I don't have to take as serious as hockey.
I did martial arts for a little while, Taekwondo when I was younger, and then I did MMA when I was 16 or 17, so in high school I did MMA a little bit.
My best sport, other than hockey, would probably have to be soccer. Played that a lot growing up, and I think I stopped when I was 12 and to focus on hockey.
Plus, how tall are you?
6'7".
6'7", so there's probably not too many 6'7" soccer players, right?
Not too many. They mostly play with another type of ball, like orange one, bigger. They play with hands.
What'd you play, Pop Warner?
Yeah, Pop Warner football, running back as usual.
Running back?
Yeah, no wide receivers really, they just ran the ball down the field, so probably play, like third string running back.
And you're good at it?
Pretty good at it. So,
got a handicap?
Not a handicap. I shot a 75 this summer.
So shot a 75?
Yeah.
What course?
Lucky. It was an 18-hole course. There was par 3s and par 4s and par 5s.
So you're saying if anything happens to the team on the road, you have them covered?
Yeah, that's exactly. I got everybody covered.
What was your position?
They usually put me at center mid, but I like playing forward because.
Were you a goal scorer?
I tried to be. I don't know how good I was, but I like to think I was.
What position do you play in soccer?
Obviously, as everybody, I prefer offense, maybe midfielder.
I can see you being a weapon up in front of the net.
Yeah, all those crazy moves. I'm pretty shifty, Like nobody can predict my movements because I don't know what I'm gonna do myself because I'm really uncoordinated.
Did you have some big games back in the day?
No, I actually didn't play that much. I was just.
You riding the pine?
Yeah, I was riding the pine.
No way.
Yeah, it took a while to step back, but
And this was your best sport other than basketball?
Yeah, I couldn't play nothing else. Just basketball, football. That was about it.
I got a question.
Yeah.
You ever get a hole in one?
No, I didn't. I got close. I got a couple pictures on my phone that I'm pretty close. But
I think that would be the coolest thing ever as a golfer.
Oh, bad. I saw my brother lipped out of a hole. I was going right towards the hole, hits a lip, goes like 2 inches. I saw it. That was the closest I've seen.
Are there a lot of hockey players that also played soccer? We've got a couple on your team, it sounds like.
I feel like in Canada, that's all you do is you either play soccer or hockey. So.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Summer it's soccer, and then winter it's hockey, and then when you get to a certain age, everybody just sticks to hockey.
You ever want to play football further than Pop Warner?
Actually, no. I quit before the season even started both times, so I really didn't have a future in football, just basketball for me.
You were a hoops guy?
Yeah, hoops guy all the way.
Thanks, everybody. Good job. It's not a busy week coming up for some UMass teams, but as always, we end the program with our weekly look at the week ahead. As the UMass students take their semester final exams, there's only one game coming up this week, and that involves the Minute Women basketball team on Sunday afternoon. Sharon Dolly's bunch will be at home against Maine at the Mullins Center at 1. We've got lots of TV coverage of that one. The game can be seen in the Pioneer Valley on CBS 3 Now, or out in the eastern part of the state in the Boston and Manchester markets on WBIN TV. That's our show for today. Again, congratulations to new UMass head football coach Charley Molnar. I'm Josh Maurer. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you right back here next week for another edition of UMass Sports Insider.
The UMass Sports Insider, brought to you by Coca-Cola, Big Y World-Class Markets, Adidas, UMass Catering, the UMass Alumni Association, and UMassathletics.com.